Welcome to this episode of DiasporaScholarsTV. So today we are in Falldale. This is Falldale. It's just about 20 minutes away from Birmingham.
Yeah, from Birmingham.
And we are here to meet Moffat Juma, MJ. You've known him by the EB2 Consultancy, and he's a very good guy who has helped many Kenyans, indeed Africans, transition from their current immigration status to the green card. We got him today. We are in Alabama, folks. Could you believe it? We came all the way from Indiana, and here he is. This is the Moffat.
Yes, daktari.
Yeah, mzuri sana.
Salama sana.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah, welcome to Birmingham.
This is Birmingham.
This is outskirts of Birmingham, so we still call it Birmingham.
This is still Birmingham.
Yeah.
For us, I mean, it's about 10 minutes to Birmingham.
Yeah, 10 minutes to Birmingham, yeah.
So, but the name of the place is Falldale.
Falldale, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Falldale City. Yeah.
You are the guy who's known as a...
Yeah, so I'm the founder and the CEO of my EB2 Consultancy, where we deal with the employment-based green cards.
Employment-based green cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was inspired to come and talk to you because I've traveled all over the US.
Okay.
And every time I meet a few people, you know, when we are talking one-on-one, they tell me, and eventually I got my green card and I was helped by somebody who lives in Alabama.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah.
It's called Moffat.
Yeah.
So he said, one time I'll come, and here I am, true to my word, I'm here.
Yeah, welcome. I mean, so many people, when they come here through the non-immigrant visa, like F1, J1, or H1B, at the end of the day, they'll prefer to stay in the US. So there are 3 categories of visas that you can apply for: either employment-based green card, we have family-based green card, and we have the DV lottery. So majority of the people don't know about the employment-based green cards, especially for people who have graduate degrees, masters and PhD. Yeah. So when you have that, you can easily petition for yourself, especially like for EB2-NIW. It's a self-petition. You don't need an employer, you don't need a job to do that. As long as you meet the requirements, you can do a petition and make it, send it to the USCIS. They'll be able to make a decision, and if it's approved, that's a 10-year green card, you know. 10-year green card. Yeah. That's called EB2-NIW. EB2-NIW. EB2-NIW stands for? Employment-based second preference or second category, national interest waiver. So you are getting the green card due to you are able to meet the national interest. Yeah, the national interest of the US. Of the US. Yeah. Where that flag is the one that people want to be able to say that exactly. They are the American citizens. Yeah, exactly. We'll come to that, Moffat, because it's going to be a long story, and we're going to let you tell us process by step. Yeah. Because in this forum, definitely, I know you're also a scholar. You know, you came here first of all to study. Yeah. And then eventually you found your way, started helping Kenyans. Yeah. That's why we do this, folks. We go all over the US, finding scholars who came to the US, and you know, they find their way here, and they find a culture. They also find a way to be able to integrate into the system. But getting into that system requires certain things to be done, and that's why we brought to you Moffat today. So, again, I want to thank you for accepting to do this. Thank you. But let's trace your journey a little bit. Yeah. How did you come to here? So, I'm a trained teacher from Kenya. I was a high school teacher, physics and chemistry. Yeah, so at some point I wanted to do more. I wanted to go to graduate school and be able to maybe do research and all that. That's when a friend of mine who was in the US told me about opportunities available in the US. Then I made the applications, and luckily I was able to secure a scholarship. So I came to the US in 2018 to do masters in chemistry at Youngstown State University. Oh, you are at Youngstown too? Yeah, in Ohio, yeah. So I'm one of the people who came through Youngstown, then now moved to Alabama. To Alabama. Yeah. So which high school were you teaching? I know you say you were teaching chemistry. Yeah. A little bit of that, you know, because I always get excited when I hear somebody was a teacher in Kenya. Yeah. Because, So when I was in Kenya teaching chemistry and physics, I had an opportunity of teaching 2 schools because I taught for 5 years before leaving Kenya. So I taught at Kisii School. That's one of the biggest schools. Kisii School? Yeah, in Kisii County. Wow. And I taught at a school called Kenyora Secondary School. It's a small school, a sub-county school in Kenya. For 5 years, and then I left. So I didn't get to have a chance of teaching a couple of schools because of the period of time. Yeah. But Kisii School is a big school, really? Yeah, it's a big school. Most of the students I taught, most of them are engineers, they are doctors. Some of them are in the US? Yeah, some of them are in the US, yeah. Wow.
if you are watching Moffat Juma and whoever if he taught you, I mean, comment down, comment down below, because some of you do not even know that he is actually in Alabama, and through this video maybe you'll find out.
Exactly.
So you came in 2018.
Yeah.
To Youngstown.
To Youngstown. So that is the first time I came to the US. I didn't have any relatives, I didn't have friends, I can say, but the people there, within that given community, they were so hospitable. They were able to accommodate us because there's cultural shock. There are those challenges when you're settling down as a person who has come from a third world country.
It's a culture shock for the
But I did my master's. I graduated in 2020 from Youngstown.
During COVID.
During the COVID.
Yeah.
So I moved right in the middle of the pandemic to Birmingham, to University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Okay.
So that's where I did my second master's.
Okay. At the University of Birmingham in Alabama.
Yeah. So
still in chemistry.
Still in chemistry, but now I focused on medicinal chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, great. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Youngstown to the University. Youngstown has produced so many Kenyan chemists.
Yeah. There's so many chemists. And but before I began the issue of helping people with these visas and all that, I was helping people with coming to the US through the F1 visa.
Oh, really?
So there are so many people across the US.
That is when you were still at Youngstown?
Yeah, still at Youngstown, yeah.
Do you have some names you can mention? One person?
Wait a number. Aaron Yomosa, we have
they know themselves.
Yeah, they know themselves. Put a number,
Some people that you don't even know which one to be.
Yeah.
So they came for F1 mostly in Youngstown or anywhere in the US?
Most of them came through the Youngstown, but after some time there's that saturation of particular people from a particular region.
Yeah.
Then we started now looking for other colleges. So we have quite a number of Kenyan students who came as students, now they have settled.
Okay.
Yeah, because majority of those, like my peers, have already got their green cards and have settled.
And have settled down.
Yeah, in different states, yeah.
It's always a very fulfilling moment when you get that green card.
It is, yeah.
How do you normally feel when people call you and they tell you finally your kid?
It's a very good feeling.
It's a very good feeling.
Very, very good feeling, yeah. It's an answered prayer for so many people.
Answered prayer for so many people.
For so many people, yeah.
What made you start doing? I mean, it's easy, but at the same time, it's not easy.
Yeah, exactly. That's
because I know it's easy. You'll tell us the process at some point in part 2 of this show. Right now, we just want to brush through.
Yeah.
I know it's a very fulfilling thing when you get it, but it also involves certain procedural, and you have to be very meticulous.
Yeah. So after staying in the US for about 3 years, now I was trying to explore how can I do the legal way of getting permanent residence.
Yeah.
So guys could talk about OPT, that's 3 years, and then it expires. What next?
Yeah.
H1B is 6 years, and it's a lottery. So not everybody will be lucky to be selected. You know? Maybe issues of family, getting married. Some people came here with families already, so they cannot use that option. An option. It's not an option, yeah. So that's the time I was reading about EB2-NIW, and luckily a friend of mine in California called James Malika.
Oh, James Malika.
Yeah, James Malika was the first person to apply for this EB2-NIW, and he secured it. Because previously, when you could start to think about it, people were telling us, "Oh, you have a master's, you don't qualify. You know, you are trying to shoot above your weight." So he encouraged me to apply for it, and there's
but a master's is a postgraduate degree. Actually, for EB2, you don't even need a master's.
Yeah, the
minimum is a bachelor's degree.
Bachelor's degree plus 5 years of experience. But now with the misinformation out there, is that you must have a PhD, you must have publications and all that. Yeah,
that is a myth.
That's a myth. Yeah, that's a myth that we have been trying to demystify. And also, people are saying it's about STEM courses, engineering, mathematics, science, and all that. But I've had so many clients, like the one I told you about, Leah. She's in arts, and she
Leah is in arts.
Yeah, and there's so many other given people that I've assisted through the consultancy that have been approved. Because the main thing in the application is the endeavor, the national interest. It is something that will serve the national interest of the country, and you can prove that you have the track record, academic and experience to be able to do that. you'll be able to get that given approval.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's get it straight here, so that we are, legally we are safe.
Yeah.
For you, you are just helping. You're just doing consultancy to help somebody be able to do the paperwork and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, that's what you do, to provide the information.
Yeah.
To coach on how to write it. Even I think you also help, to people to get recommendation letters.
Recommendation letters. Yeah. So what we do is provide the information, because there is not enough information about this process, and not everybody has enough time to do research about how this process is done.
Yeah.
So I have those free sessions of eligibility review. Somebody can book a session. I take him or her through the given process. I tell him what they need to have. The type of recommendations, how many recommendations, if there's publications, media review and all those things. I take them through all that, and then they can gauge and see, do they have a chance, to be able to apply, because it also involves money. It's a lot of money that somebody has to spend for them to be able to send that submit the
application.
Yeah.
You are watching Diaspora Scholars TV. We are in Falldale. This is Birmingham in Alabama, the southern state of Alabama. I tell you, we travel, we go all the way wherever we can. We just came by flight to Atlanta, and now we drove all the way from Atlanta right here in Birmingham, and we're interviewing Moffat Juma, MJ. He goes by my EB2 Consultancy.
Yeah.
He's helped so many students, not only from Kenya, I think from other countries as well.
Yeah, from all over the world.
From all over the world.
All over the world, yeah. We have clients from all over, almost all the continents.
Almost all the continents.
Yeah. And whether somebody is in the US or outside the US, as long as they qualify, they can apply. We have one of our clients. It was in South Africa. He came into the US recently through the given visa.
Oh wow!
And we have some who have been approved. They are still in the process of waiting for their case to be current, for them to be able to come to the US.
Excellent.
Yeah.
For the people who will watch this first part, you want to share your number, or how will they reach you?
Yeah. So if you want to reach us and be able to get a review of your eligibility, you can reach us through my EB2 LLC. That is our website. So let me see.
They can just go through the website.
Yeah, the website. Yeah, that's just be enough to be able to get our information. Yeah.
So it's easier. Go through the website, my EB2 LLC, and they'll be able to find a number there, and how to reach Moffat, or indeed anybody who's working with him in that process. So when we return, we talk to Moffat again. We want him to tell us, step by step, how do we go through this process, because there are many people who really want to be able to get, right from your mouth, your voice, to be able to get really. How do we do this? So my name is Daktari, and again, we are in Alabama, folks. Join us in part 2 as my EB2 Consultancy tells us how to go through the process of application step by step.